Story unbelievable. An illegal immigrant charged with attempted murder after police say he chased down the U.S. attorney for the Northern District of New York and threatened to kill him with a knife. The suspect, you see him here, Saul Morales Garcia, is a Salvadoran migrant that was previously deported, came back in, but he's now being held without bail. U.S. Attorney John Sarcone joins me now to tell the story. John, this is incredible. What happened?
Okay, I'm walking, minding my own business. I was going to go up to the state capitol, which is a couple blocks away from my office, federal courthouse. Mm-hmm. And I noticed this guy who looked crazy and was near the Hilton Hotel entrance. I could have easily just kept walking, but I sensed that there was danger here, and I have an obligation. I'm the chief law enforcement officer for the federal government in the area. So I crossed the street and I walked down and I kept my eye on him, and he definitely appeared to be up to something.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Sarky Formstead. So yes, you did hear this gentleman tell you it is okay to profile. It is okay to pattern recognize. It is okay to keep yourself safe by changing which side of the street you're walking on when you look up and notice somebody that looks like they may be a little unhinged.
I turn, I look at him, I still don't say anything, and then he pulls a knife out, he goes like this, and he's screaming at me, and then he charges at me.
Wow. So did you run? How did this end? Okay. Obviously, you're here and safe.
All right, so I ran towards the lobby, never took my eye off him, and before I got to the lobby, he stopped. He was about 10 feet away from me with the knife and still screaming in a language I did not understand. He turned around and he started walking away. I called the sheriff of Albany County, who I had a personal phone number for, and I said, Craig, you got to get over here. I was just attacked by a maniac with a knife speaking in a foreign language. He said, where? I said, the Hilton. He said, we'll be right there.
It must be nice to be in an elite group of people in the United States that can speed dial the police chief commissioner on your cell phone. But the reality is most Americans do not have this pull. Now listen carefully what he says next about the laws in New York allowing this man to go free.
The sheriff said, we can only charge him with menacing and having a weapon. I said, Sheriff, send your deputies back to the Hilton and get the video. He threatened my life because after he walked away, I went to the sidewalk to try to keep him in the area, and I yelled out, and he turned around, he yelled back, and then he came back at me, and he goes like this with the knife. And he's going to slit my throat, and then he charged at me again, second time. So I said,
so you get him held, but any other citizen in New York, a tourist, a mother with a child, probably would have been injured or even killed. But certainly, even with the arrest, this guy would have been let out. In just the last 15 seconds I got, have you talked to Governor Hochul?
Actually, she called me 8:45 p.m. last night.
She called because she knew he would do this interview. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Consider rowing in our boat, guys, financially, since YouTube stole our money. Watch this last disturbing video. Ladies, be safe out there.
What? Tiene pantalón blanco. He don't got no hat on, right?
You know that you no longer live in a civilized country when innocent women cannot walk down the street without undocumented illegal aliens attacking them and even citizens attacking them. This gentleman is purported to be an American citizen, but we all know that that could have been done under Joe Biden or any other of the traitors to the United States. The point is, folks, I'm going to need you to start being careful when you are out there. You saw what he used? He used a belt, slid it over her head and pulled it tight, knocked her out, drug her between two vehicles, and was later arrested for sexual assault. We must take back our country.